Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to the field as we are in Marconi Plaza for the first time in a long time, as this is the 2021 SCW Wiffle Ball Classic Game 1. I am your commentator, SCW Sports commentator, and longtime Suicidal Championship Wrestling commentator, Thomas Animated, as today we will bring you Game 1 of the SCW Wiffle Ball Classic between the Sonic and the Crimson Dragons. This presentation sponsored to you by SCW Sports and Animated Studios, as we look forward to a new season and a new year of SCW Sports content, as well as SCW Sports games as a whole and series. We have a lot riding on this series, as we'll be looking forward to everything with new players, newcomers, and as well as maybe ending some curses and maybe ending some records. We'll see how this goes with this game. As before first pitch begins, I will bring you the starting lineups for today's game, starting with the Sonic. As leading off, as we have Nick Coulter and Paul Iconelli on the sidelines before this game starts.
Proudest moments.
Starting line is presented to you by SCW Sports, as well as me, Thomas Animated. For the Sonic, leading off, number 12, Nick Coulter. Batting second, number 25, Gangster X.
Get muddy anyway.
Batting third, number 11, Thomas Hall Jr. And batting fourth, starting in this game, number 69, Derek, the Icon Hood. For the Crimson Dragons,
Stretch it out all you want.
leading off, number 21, Andrew Rohrbach. Batting second, number 5, Jakim Gates. Batting third, number 99, Rashad Edwards.
They ain't gonna stay that way.
And batting
Very
fourth,
crisp right
number
now.
33, Mike Kozisky. Starting lineups presented to you by Animated Studios, as well as SCW Sports. But going into this game, since we see some newcomers, let's go right into probably the story of them all, with Thomas Hall Jr., the most SCW Sports games played without a championship.
Very good.
I did my stretches and he did stretches.
This guy is looking to finally end what he claims is a curse in SCW Sports. He's played the most series and played the longest in SCW Sports. Well, not the longest, but definitely the most games without a championship, so he looks to break that here. We see Derek warming up. Could we see Derek the Icon Hood already debut in this very game and possibly end up taking over the mound? Starting pitchers for today's game, as of right now, are Thomas Hall Jr. for the Sonic and Mike Kozisky for the Crimson Dragons. Mike Kozisky and also Thomas Hall Jr., both captains of both respective teams, former Suicidal Championship Wrestling wrestlers. And now they look to make more magic here in the old arena, actually, of Suicidal Championship Wrestling back in 2015. Look at that play by Derek. Well, we see that in this very game.
That freaking got him.
So as we have it with just Nick Coulter swinging the bat, this will be the first ever time that Thomas Hall Jr. and Nick Coulter play together on the same team, as Thomas Hall actually drafted Nick Coulter as a free agent before this very series began. Nick Coulter, the winningest player in SCW Sports history. He is the all sports champion in SCW Sports, winning all of the SCW Sports Championships as captain for the Culture Red Raiders.
Hi, how are you?
Now he looks to do something different as being the agent of the Sonic. And look to make something different here.
Who'd you get traded for?
Huh?
Who for?
Finally being a teammate
The person got traded for.
for the Sonic and making that a possibility to do something different. Instead of being as captain, he does it now as a teammate with Thomas Hall Jr. With that being told, we have also players like Gangsta X, who was actually voted as the SCW Sports Most Improved Player in 2020. So we'll see how not even just Gangsta X, but also Scorpio. Scorpio actually had a foot injury, cut his 2020 season short. So we'll see how both of those guys, only from ASW, from ASW Philly, do in this very game. With that, with the Sonic, let's turn our attention over to the Crimson Dragons as we have the newcomer Rashad Edwards, youngest SCW wiffle ball player, and right now the youngest SCW sports player. The very nephew of Thomas Hall Jr., and this will be a very interesting possible rivalry for both sides. So we are going to see how that plays out. It's going to be a very
Couple of words with
interesting
the captain of the Sonic.
rivalry.
Where's your head at going into this game?
This is a very, very important game. Coming back off of 2 years of a lot of different situations happening, so this being my first official game back in the Football Classic and finally actually able to play with Nick Culture, this is a very big game. I treat this game as if it is the last one, as if it's game 3, as if it's a game 5. So we got to really win this one. And we got some very important rookies. We got my nephew Rashad, and then we also have Andrew. So for the Dragons, so it's gonna be very interesting to deal with. So we want to see how I can handle that on the mound. So let's see what we can do. Go Sonic! Let's do it.
You have it.
Let's gather as a team.
Speaking of rookies, let's turn our attention to one of the most newest rookies, known as Andrew Rohrbach. But apparently, and you got Rashad over there doing hands over there. No, don't get overconfident.
We are actually going to switch up the lineup. I'm going to take third. Worst case scenario.
But we will turn our attention over to Andrew Rohrbach, who has been hyped up for weeks now. Before this very game began, he has a very strong baseball history. So we're going to find out if that really. We're going to really find out if that has a big factor in this game against the likes of Thomas Hall Jr. and the pitching staff of the Sonic.
It doesn't have to be crazy in the reverse rule, but let's put up like at least like 3 or 4 runs real quick, because I don't want Andrew or my nephew or
Right after this pregame prep talk, we will go over the.
Gotta start hot. Gotta start fast.
We'll actually go over
So let's go.
2 pitchers
on the line
as
here.
far as Thomas Hall Jr. and Mike Kozisky
I never lost a series.
in just a bit.
We all got to chip in to make sure that this is the thing that survives and your thing has. All right, so I never thought he had a curse, but he believes he has a curse, so that makes it real. So on 3, we're going to say 1, 2, 3, break the curse. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, break the curse.
Go Sonic! Let's go! Get your belt up, man.
Dragon!
Turning our attention over to the scouting report for both pitchers. Thomas Hall Jr. with no wins, 1 loss, 1 save, 16 career strikeouts. Good velocity, good pitch selection, struggles with control on the fastball, which many pitchers in SCW Sports have struggled to do. Mike Kozisky, nothing as of right now for records, but an accurate arm, gives up the home run ball. So that's not a good thing. Strong and accurate arm, lacks a breaking pitch, tendency to rush delivery on the mound, and knows hitters well. So if Mike does know his hitters very well, he should do very, very good on the mound today. As if this home field advantage for the Crimson Dragons will work very well. But we will see how that plays out in this very game. Sure.
Mucinex.
Any of the other ones?
We want to be champions. That's what we're going to do.
Respect the anthem.
Let's go!
Yeah, baby! Game on! Get from on that side of the field! Damn it!
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, everyone's excited. I'm excited. Let's get down the first pitch. As it is, the Sonic and the Dragons. Top of the first inning. Pitching on mound number 33, Mike Kozisky. Heading leadoff will be Nick Coulter. Nick Coulter, from what I've seen, has been very, very confident against Mike Kozisky. A lot of times in the SCW Football Classic. So, with that being said, that might be the very same thing that happens here. First pitch. Strike. Just low the number.
0-1.
Mike going for that second pitch. Trying to steal that second strike. He will. Let's stop this. Nick Coulter, a very balanced hitter. Give him something to hit, he can crush it. And the 0-2 is grounded to Andrew. Andrew tries to recover, can't do so. Nick is going second, and he is going to be safe with a leadoff double. If you're the Sonic, that's exactly how you want to start off.
There you go.
Nice slow line drive, but Andrew almost had a great recovery on it. But just not enough. At least he threw it to the pitcher now. Hank Stacks is up next with Nick at second.
Play ball.
The first pitch Stacks. Swinging and it's foul back. Second pitch Stacks. At slow. 1-1 the count. So far, the Sonic hitters are taking their time. The pitch. Swinging, that's your ground ball right up the middle. It's going to go to Jakim. Jakim tries to throw to first. It goes in the mud. Rashad sliding all around the place. And there goes Nick. He's going to score. It's a 1-0 game.
What you want to do? That's on your defense.
You got to play that.
And Mike is trying to argue the fact that it wasn't the funnel. That doesn't mean anything. Listen, you gotta play it, you gotta play it. Quickly, a 1-0 game. A double by Nick to go to second. And an RBI single for Gangstax. And now here comes the Bryce Harper-inspired player himself, Thomas Hall Jr. with the blue bat. And now Mike. Getting ready for this at-bat. Let's see how he's done since he's been suspended from last season. A swinging, elevated pitch for a strike one. Second pitch. Foul back.
I was down 0-2.
Already quickly down to an 0-2 count. The third pitch to Hall. Swing, and that's popped up. That is a fair ball. Hall's gonna keep going. He's gonna go. He's gonna round, and I think he went too soon. Rashad picked up the ball, and he's gonna run the first. Doubles off Hall trying to get the second, and Gangstax didn't run anywhere, and Hall was just a sitting duck. And that's the first out of the inning. Aggressive base running, and it didn't work to no avail, and it botched. It botched it and botched bad. Gangstax in scoring position, but Thomas Hall and an out like that, you don't want to cost outs like that. As now Derek is up. Already strike one. 0-1 to count. Base running like that, you gotta understand. You gotta know where your base running's at. You've gotta communicate a little bit better than that. 0-2 quickly to count. Gangstax at second. One man out. And the pitch. He tries to bunt his way on. I don't know who in the world bunts with 2 strikes. And that's 2 outs. You just can't bunt with two strikes like that. Not a good decision. And Culture will be up to try to clean up this mess. Sonic are out to a 1-0 lead, but mistakes like that can cost the game very, very quickly. There is no time limit in wiffle ball. There's no time limit in baseball. You got to understand what you can do and what you can't do. And trying to bunt with 2 strikes is one of those things you can't do. Gangstax in scoring position. 2 outs, and the pitch. And just hit the silver out the chair. It's ball 1. 1-0 game, and the pitch. Swing, and that pops up. It is in play. Andrew can't make the play. X is going to score. He's going to keep going. Thrown in the mound and gets away, and it's a 2-0 game. And the Sonics do manage to get another run. They're able to at least stay in it. Trying to keep that rally going with 2 outs. Now Gangstax is up. He could probably put himself on base again. He got a single last time. And the pitch. That's high. 1-0 in the count. Nick on first. And the pitch. And just if the strike's on the outside, it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Swing, that's ground ball. That's playable. Nick is going to go to second. They won't get the run there. The ball gets away, and no one is going to advance. It's going to be runners at second and third with 2 outs. Now Thomas Hall Jr. gets another at-bat. Gangstax, very good contact hitter so far, getting himself on base. These singles.
Runners! All us!
As Thomas Hall Jr. yells, "Hall last."
All us!
All right. Well, here we go. 2-0 game. Swing, and that's hit the center field. That's deep, and that ball is gone.
That's gone!
First pitch, aggressive swinging. And Thomas Hall Jr. just hit his first home run in the Wiffle Ball Classic. And the Sonics lead it 5-0. And that, my friends, as Paul's climbing the heavens of a miraculous home run, it's a 5-0 game.
go. Mercy will
And we're going to the bottom of the first.
on the field, boys. You guys are up. You guys are up. 5 up.
The Sonic nearly put themselves in a bad jam there, but they were somehow able to stay in this game and keep the rally going even with 2 outs. The game is now at 5-0.
It's better if I stand, I think. Yeah, I know.
Now we're going to see the
I
lineup
didn't even notice the ball was
of
gone.
the Crimson Dragons.
It's all I got around second.
I seen made contact, I knew that was wrong.
If anybody has missed the lineup so far for the Sonic, to start from the top, Sonic have Nick Culture, Gangsta X, Thomas Hall Jr., and Derek Biakanut. For the Dragons, it is Andrew Rohrbach, Jakim Gates, Rashad Edwards, and Mike Kozisky. This will be Andrew's first at-bat, and this will be the first time that Thomas Hall Jr. has returned to the mound since 2020. Bottom of the first, 5-0 game. The Sonic barely make it a merciful inning. And the pitch. Swinging that just hit the strike zone at the top letters. 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Winds and deals. Swing, that ball was just away, but Andrew took a hack at it. And it's 0-2. Andrew ready. Hall Jr. the pitch. Swinging, how fast can you throw that ball? Got him on the swing. That's out number 1. First strikeout since 2020. And now Jakim Gates will get his shot. If you're just tuning in, it's the bottom of the first inning. The Sonic lead 5-0 here on SCW Sports. This Wiffle Ball Classic, Game 1. Jakim Gates up. Already 1 out with Andrew strikeout swinging. Now the pitch. Swinging, that is the strike zone. Strike 1. Just inside. Inside, but it caught the cardboard. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swinging, that's inside. It didn't catch the inside corner, and that's all 1. All 1s on the board now. Bottom of the first, 5-0 game, and the pitch. That ball is high. He's not going to get the call. It's 2-1. It just barely caught the black of the strike zone, but just too high. 2-1 pitch. And he's nearly spiked out. 3-1. Jakim trying to get on base here with a possible 4-pitch walk, and does he get it? No, he's looking. Hall Jr.'s looking for a call. I don't think he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. Hall Jr. looking at it as if it was inside, but it missed from everybody else, and that's going to be a walk. Jakim on first. Now we're about to see this matchup. Thomas Hall Jr. versus Nephew, and Nephew, Rashad swings on the first pitch, and Hall's trying to recover that, can't even get a play off. And what a perfect swing and a perfect placement on that ball. And Rashad on his first at-bat gets his first SCW Sports hit. Now we have runners at first and second with 1 out. Up for Mike Kozisky. Ready and deal. Got it. Low. Low with that strike. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Wind up in the pitch. That hit. That hit him on the arm. Count is all even at 1. All 1s at the bottom of the first. They're going to take time and throw the balls back. Now, I have been told that there's there's been a very bad condition with the field, not even just the field, but also with the wiffle balls today, as it's very muddy on the field as of right now. So with all that wet sand, it's going to be hard for the pitchers to get a lot of control. So there might be a lot of wild pitches in this game. Even at 1, and the pitch. That missed. Counts at 2-1. Runners at first and second. 1 out. All waits and deals. That just got away. That was a heater. And it counts down to 3-1. On the first. Can Hall fight back here? Yes, he can. It's a 3-2 count. Good strike right down the middle. 3-2 full count. And the pitch. That hit him. And that is going to load the bases. And now, look who you got up. You got Andrew Rohrbach, who's really, you see his swing. He's swinging for the fences. So the Sonic are in a dangerous spot here. We have never seen a grand slam in the SCW Wiffle Ball Classic. Could we see that here? First pitch swinging, strike 1. The Dragons could put themselves within 1 run with just 1 swing of the bat. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Just top zone. Still hits the strike zone. 0-2. Hall Jr. trying to get 1 out here. The pitch. Swing and he strikes him out for the 2nd time in this game. 2 outs for Jakim Gates. Previously he was at 3rd, but now he'll take the at-bat. Runners, bases loaded. Hall Jr. trying to keep this game at 5-0. A bad spot here. Good spot for the Dragons. The 2-out pitch. That is away. 1-0.
We ain't got no stuff. That's what say you got the advantage.
Bases loaded. 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch. And that's inside. Inside. Jakim dances out the way again. Now this is something that will bring up a little history, because back in 2019, Hall Jr. was responsible for the last run, as that's ball 3, he missed again. Hall Jr. was responsible for walking in the winning run for the Culture Red Raiders in the first ever Wiffle Ball Classic in 2019. He doesn't want to repeat that here as he comes back with that 1 strike. This is a big, dangerous spot here for the Sonic. But 1 swing in the back could change this whole game apart. The pitch. He swung at that, and we're back to a full count. We are graciously back to a full count. And the pitch. And he walks him in. Andrew's going to score. It's a 5-1 game. Just lost Jakim again. Now that brings up Rashad Edwards again. And the Dragons now, base is still loaded. A grand slam here could tie this game up. Tying run at the plate here. I think we're going to have a brief mound visit from, no we're not. Almost like a brief mound visit from Nick Coulter and Thomas Hall Jr. Here we go. Rashad Edwards at the plate and the pitch. Swung at the first one, he missed it. Count is 0-1. Second pitch to Edwards. Swing, and that's hit deep. And no, he cannot make the play. He dropped the ball. Andrew's going to score. He passed the ball. And no. Passed the ball away. Bases are still loaded. 1 run scores. And that's Rashad's first 2 at-bats. Already 2 base hits for Rashad Edwards. That actually was an error on Hood's part. But like it or not, that's still an RBI. And it's a 5-2 game. Dragons are quickly trimming this lead away, as it is the bottom of the first. Now we have Mike Kozisky up. I think they're trying to figure out. What the score is. 5-2. Trying to figure out what the score is on the field. Fish. That's low. Ball 1. Everyone that's a Dragons fan right now hopes to see a grand slam take a 6-5 lead right now. Now the wind up the pitch. Swinging at power. Right.
I did the same thing earlier.
Beating strike 1. The bottom of the first. 5-2 game. And Mike is going to argue about this. Mike is starting to get a little bit heated about these hit by pitches by Hall Jr. And like I said, the control is going to be very hard because there's a lot of mud, there's a lot of dirt on the balls. Sand is it's very damp out in the field, so it's going to be very hard for pitchers to get control in this game. So here we go, the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Did he hit his arm again? He swung at that. Count is 2-2. That's ball 3. We're back to another full count. It's either strikeout or walk him in. Wind up the pitch. He got him. Down on strikes. Mike slams the bat. And we're going to the second inning. Hall Jr. gives up 2 runs, but he fights long enough to be able to get the strikeout and end the side. We are going into the second inning with a 5-2 game after this.
All right, wait.
If you are just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching this presentation of the SCW Football Classic. Game 1, as Paul Iconelli is up. We have a newcomer for SCW Football as Paul Iconelli, acting as the designated hitter for the Sonic. At the top of the second inning, 2 RBIs, and then as well as a 3-run home run, leading to a 5-0 game, and then the Dragons actually have the Dragons picking away at that. A 2-out rally, swing and a miss, strike 2. Paul Iconelli, this is his debut at bat in SCW Sports Football Classic. Being drafted by the Sonic in the draft, and he strikes out and misses on the first at bat.
Oh, yeah.
Paul strikes out. That's the first out of the inning, and now Scorpio just got here. Top of the second inning. Well, Scorpio actually. Paul acting as the designated hitter. Now, Scorpio actually just subbed in for Derek Dackon Hood. He just gets a hit. Throw to first is not in time.
Safe.
Throw to first not in time. First pitch swinging. And Scorpio actually just changed for the spot of Derek the Icon Hood. And already briefly with that hit, Scorpio's on base for Nick Culture. Sonic are trying to stay on the gas pedal and not hit the brakes. Here goes the wind-up pitch. That is away. Ball. Nick Culture trying to get that home run ball going as Thomas Hall Jr. has just started the pitch. Now that's away. Almost nearly hits it. 2-0 the count. 1 out. And the pitch. And Edson strikes.
2-1.
I think Nick possibly has found his target. Seeing that one. 2-1. Swing, and that jams right into Andrew again. They're trying to get the out on Scorp, and I think Scorp slides in. Yep, he is safe. Line shot to Andrew once again. Just enough steam on the ball, and Andrew can't make the play on it. Tried to recover, almost got the tag, and Scorp just slides in there. But right now comes down to Gangsta X. A runner in scoring position. And Nick Coulter at first. In the midst of a 5-2 game. 7 seconds. Line of the pitch. That is the strike zone. Just low. It almost hit the chair. Would have been a ball. 0-1 to pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Gangsta X so far has been a very, I would say a very contact hitter. Very good contact hitter right now. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him down on a strike. It'll happen.
Finally got me, Big Mike. You ain't gonna get me again.
It is the Wiffle Ball Classic. It will happen. And Gangsta X is down on strike swinging.
A wee bit hazardous, yes.
Yes, actually no, very hazardous, that puddle. Very hazardous. Thomas Hall Jr. up. 5-2 game, the pitch. Swing and trying to swing for the grass. All the way at the line. Just missed that ball, strike 1. 1-2. Alright, now ground ball. Up the middle, Andrew plays it perfectly, and he's going to get Nick at second.
Great play, Andrew.
That will retire the side. Fielder's choice for the Dragons gets them out of the inning, gets them out of the side. We will go down to the bottom of the second inning. 5-2 game. The Dragons trying to trim away at the Sonic victory. Sonic lead, I should say. We'll be back with game 1 after this.
Bottom second.
Regular dirt, that would never happen.
What is it? Is it bottom third or is it bottom?
We're back for game 1, the SCW Wiffle Ball Classic between the Sonic and the Dragon. You know, if you are in Philadelphia, it is very free for you to sign up for SCW Sports. Go look us up on Facebook at SCW Sports and find your sign-in for all the sports throughout the year, as the Wiffle Ball Classic, as well as the basketball series and the FDR football series, all taking place this year. Go look up more information on Facebook, as well as Instagram. SCW Sports for the love of the game.
Bench for now.
Actually,
We're in a 5-2 game as the Sonic looked to keep that lead alive, but they were not able to capitalize on any runs with runners in scoring position in the last half of the inning. Thomas Hall Jr. would take the mound again.
We're going 3 with our starter.
Coming up will be Andrew Rohrbach.
Damn, TJ.
Seems like Thomas Hall Jr. has been comfortable against Andrew. But let's see if Andrew may finally get his pitch and may put the Dragons in a better spot to get back in this game. First pitch, the ball low. Bottom of the second, 5-2 game in the pitch. At just hit the strike zone. Just hit the strike zone. Even count at 1. 5-2 game, the pitch. Man, that hits him. Hits him on the side, that ball got away. 2-1 the count. The Dragons trying to look to trim that lead away. It's not desperate time yet. That ball gets away. So far now, it's starting to look like 2019 all over again, where Thomas Hall Jr. getting wild with these pitches.
I know. I don't blame him for it.
3-1 the count. Andrew may be able to work a walk here at the pitch. And that's foul back. Once again, we're to a full count. I believe Thomas Hall Jr. has added probably at least 3 to 4 full counts in this game already, and it's only the second inning. The pitch. That misses ball 4, and that's another man he's lost. The next will be up is Jakim Gates with a runner at first. Just right now waiting to see if the Sonic can actually, maybe put their defense to the test. Hall Jr.'s got to put the balls in the strike zone. Can't keep losing them to a walk. Now 5-2 game, Jakim Gates is up. On deck is Rashad Edwards, who's also been a great contact hitter so far in this game. That pitch misses inside once again. Maybe the condition. These wild pitches. That one also misses it inside, or did it hit it? Oh, it's a called strike. It's a called strike. It must have hit the cardboard. Must have hit the box, just barely. 1-1. That pitch is left. Andrew at first, nobody out. 2-1. That hits him. Another 3-1 count. Can't keep losing them to walks. 5-2 game. The Dragons have a big opportunity here. Pitch. That misses ball 4 again. And that's another guy that he's lost on the base path.
I'm proud of you when they win.
So by the motion of Thomas Hall Jr., it looks like it's really the condition of the wiffle balls today making these pitches very wild. And we have Rashad Edwards doing what he calls the Juan Soto. Trying to interrupt. Oh man, that was a fastball. Freaking inside, and that missed. Now Rashad Edwards trying to get in the head of Thomas Hall Jr., who's already been wild in this game so far. That's hit short, and now trying to make a play on it. The throw, it gets by Paul. Rashad Edwards' side. The runners are going to keep going, and now the throw gets away again. Rashad still going. He's still going to third. He dodges the ball. He dodges the bag. He goes around third. Could it possibly be? Is it inside the park home run? Would you believe it?
That's how you do it.
And Rashad Edwards, with his 3rd hit of the game, ties it up at 5.
Wow.
The youngest player in SCW Sports history with 3 hits and an inside the park home run. The Little League home run has officially happened in the Wiffle Ball Classic. This game is tied at 5. I can't believe I'm even seeing this. Bottom of the second, and already crazy has happened in Marconi. There goes a shot, and I don't know what happened here. Something just messed up. Paul messed up the catch. And ever since that, it was just off to the races. No one can make a play on anything. And somehow dodging the peg of Thomas Hall Jr. And Rashad Edwards has just run the marathon and tied this game up with one swing of the bat. The Dragons celebrate with tying this game, but the game isn't over yet. It's only the bottom of the second inning. This is only the second inning, and this game has already gotten crazy. So now, Mike Kozisky up to bat. Now, with this situation, the Dragons can go up 7-5 if they want to.
Don't chase the runner, guys. Pitch it down, all right?
Mike could probably give the Dragons their first lead of the game. Now Thomas Hall Jr. trying to get back in a stable manner now. Pitch. That's low. So far, Hall Jr. has not been recovering too much. Pitching a lot of balls here in this game. That's ball 2. He's still getting wild. That's not going to help in the Sonics' favor. 2-0 count. And the pitch. Wait, I think he went. Now Crimson, I think he went. I think Mike went. They're going to call that a strike for the elbow in front of the plate. I think he went. 2-1 count. Line of the pitch. Swing it. Now he finally gets the strike. Even at 2. 2 to count. And the pitch. Gets the strike zone again and gets Mike down on strikes as he throws the bat away. Kozisky not really having a good day here at the plate. Still a very early game, but still. Now it's Andrew Rohrbach.
Yeah, but what the fuck am I doing? Do fucking shit. I ain't gonna outplay no more.
Bottom of the second inning. They're already in a 5-5 game.
That weak lead.
He had 2 home runs by both the relatives. Thomas Hall Jr. with a 3-run home run and Rashad Edwards with an inside the park home run. 3-run inside the park home run. With that, we also have some great contact inning by Jakim Gates. Jakim Gates being very patient, letting Hall Jr. get wild, and the Dragons are letting that happen until they can finally get on the gas pedal, which is what Rashad Edwards has been doing. 1-0 the count to Andrew, and a pitch. Swing and a miss. Somehow, Hall Jr. is getting these balls past Andrew. That swing. 1-1 count. That's high. Just 2-1. Bottom of the second. And the pitch. And missed away again. And once again, we're at a 3-1 count. 1 out in the inning. And the pitch. That missed again, and he missed, and he lost them again on ball 4. So the leading runner was on base with only 1 out. So the Dragons yet again have another big opportunity to get their first lead of this game. And the Dragons are being very smart right now. So far, it's only been Rashad Edwards that has chased. Oh my God, what a throw! 101. Nearly took his head off. Someone's got to go out there and calm Hall Jr. down. 2-0 the count now. Pitches have constantly gone wild. You see him wiping off the ball, so I guess it has been a contributing factor with the condition of the field. 3-0 the count. And he just may lose another guy on ball 4. Day for Thomas Hall Jr. is getting really, really wild here, and there it is, ball 4 again. Missed another guy. And now Rashad Edwards, who's been the best hitter so far for the Dragons, is up.
Yeah, big guy.
The youngest SCW Sports player at 11 years old already has 3 hits, and it's only the bottom of the second inning. 5-5 game. Line up in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase that high. Rashad Edwards has really been catching the he's been catching the Sonic off guard as this game's continued on. Swing and a miss on strike 2. Once again, he's really, really trying for that Juan Soto. Pitch. Playing ground ball again. And they will finally get it out. As...
How about that, Juan Soto? How about that, Soto?
As Jakim will advance to second base. Runners advance. Second and third. As the next at-bat with Mike Kozisky starts. Already with strike one. So far, Mike Kozisky has looked like the only guy that Hall Jr. has been comfortable to pitch against. As well as Andrew, but he's been pitching wild against most of these guys. 1-1 the count. Runners in scoring position. That's strike two. Finally 2 outs. And the Sonic could probably get themselves out of this tough situation as Rashad Edwards is now climbing the gate. 2-1 the count. Actually, no, 1-2. Swing and a miss once again. Hall Jr. gets him down to the right. And the Sonic survive second inning. 5-5 game. Crazier things have happened. Already we got some crazy things. So then inside the park home run by Rashad Edwards. The Dragons, they are now a doorstep away from starting off a lead in this game. As we take it to top of the third. Welcome back, all viewers of SCW Sports. You are tuning in to the SCW Football Classic Game 1 as we are in a 5-5 game between the Sonic and the Dragons. It's been a crazy game so far already as we've seen home runs outside and we've seen home runs inside the park. Two relatives of Thomas Hall Jr. as well as his nephew Rashad Edwards, the youngest SCW Sports player. Stepping on the gas pedal with these hits. Nick Coulter for the Sonic has been the starting point of that. With the 2 singles that he's been getting so far in this game. Swing and that bat gets away. Holy hell,
We didn't even go in the outfield. It almost went up in that game.
Thank goodness nobody's playing third base.
The second time he's done that.
Lost the grip on that bat. That bat almost went all the way to Citizens Bank Park. Strike one. That's a retro swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Here in the top of the third inning. An already crazy 5-5 game. Nick getting warmed up. Mike ready to steal. Swing and a drive! That's the center field! And the ball is gone! Swinging for the fences, and he just sent that right back to the park. It is 6-5 Sonic. Deep drive to center field, and Andrew was running all the way to Lincoln Financial Field just to get to that ball. He was gonna get it even if he kept running. That's probably the longest shots in Marconi ever. That ball was sent to the skies, and Andrew, even if he had speed shoes, he wasn't gonna catch that. And now the Sonic lead at 6-5. So Nick has his home run. 2 singles and now a home run. And now Scorpio is up to bat. Scorpio coming in replace of Gangsta X, coming in as substitution. This 6-5 game now. Next solo home run. Swinging now. First pitch swinging. Andrew recovers, throws to the mound. It gets away, and Scorpio has a hit of his own. Oh, and did I forget to mention? It is no outs. 6-5 game, and the Sonic are stepping on the gas pedal, and they are not stopping now. Now the Sonic have a runner at first. Here in the top of the third. 6-5 game, the pitch. Swinging that stop back. Now the Sonic are doing their part. The Dragons are trying to hold on as long as they can. Swing, line drive. That goes to Andrew yet again. He's going to get the out at second, but that is only going to be a fielder's choice, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Good start.
And now next coming in place of Derek Hood.
Look like he shit himself.
All right, Paul.
Will be Paul Iconelli. This will be his second at bat. Paul missing the SCW FTR football series last year. We originally was supposed to play for Cruisers. Sadly missed. Now Paul, being excited as he is, has returned. Now playing for the Sonic here in the football platform. Already knowing the count. 1-2. And swinging in the miss. Back. 2 outs in the inning. Paul trying to do his part. So far it hasn't worked out. There's still a lot of time. There's still a lot of time for guys like him to make up for it. Top of the third inning. One runner on base. Now watch out, because you got Thomas Hall Jr. at first, and now Nick Coulter up. So you already know that Nick is more than likely going to swing the bat. Like I said, ground ball to second, ground ball to center, it gets away from Andrew. Paul's gonna, you already know he's going home. Nick Coulter rounding second, the ball gets away. Nick Coulter is off to the races. Rashad Edwards trying to go for it. Rounding third is Coulter, and that is a 2-run inside the park home run. And it is 8-5.
You would got that
Sonic.
play, but I can't run. I can't fucking run, dude. They can, but I can't. It's the
And
fucking
Mike
mud.
Kozisky.
TJ want to fucking play there ain't now.
The only thing that Mike Kozisky can do is just walk to the sidelines, and that was about it. Walk closer to the dugout. Nick Coulter and Andrew, you see how fast that ball was going, so it just got away from Andrew. And it was all to the races there. No, that's pretty bad communication if you ask me. But it's happened to both teams, so the condition is really, it's taking a toll in this game. That first pitch, it's gang stack. That's stuffed in. I think they're switching up the lineup if I'm not mistaken.
So here's the lineup.
Which you can sub in and sub out players that are on the bench. And that was Tommy on chop. X is going to have himself a hit. No throw to the mound. And X will now have a hit. Thomas Hall Jr. will be coming up yet again in an 8-5 game. 2 outs. But the Sonic have been very, very aggressive with swinging the bat so far.
It's 5-5. 5-5.
And now they're trying to score again. It is an 8-5 game. Only viewers can see that. Runner at first with 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing, and that ball's popped up. It is high, it is deep, it is over the line. It is gone! His second of the game! It is a 10-5 game, and we are going to the bottom of the third. That ball just carried out just far enough. And the Sonic lead it 10-5 as we go to the bottom of the third. We will be back with game one. After this, Sonic lead at 10-5 as we go to the bottom of the third. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the SCW Wiffle Ball Classic Game 1. As we are in the bottom of the third inning. 10-5 game. Mercy Rule winning. The Dragons score 5 unanswered runs. As they're staying on the gas pedal and not stopping. Which is what you want to do. In a league, in a series like this, you got to put up as many runs as you can. This series will be a best-of-5 series. This will be the first best-of-5 series, so tune in for that. First team to win 3 games will be the SCW Wiffle Ball Classic champions, as Andrew grounds it to short, and it will be an out. Grounds it to second base, actually. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Great defense by the Sonic, Nick Coulter and Thomas Holder. Jakim is up. As you see, Rashad Edwards trying to fire up this team, yelling "Let's go" over at the dugout. The fish. That's his side. Jakim being very smartly, he's smartly been very patient at the plate. Which, in a game like this is what you want to do. Okay, well, you can't be patient all the time. That's right. Jakim has done his part. He has been a very smart batter at the plate. He's let Thomas Hall Jr. get wild and has taken the base pass. And like pitches like that. 2-1. If you're a Dragons fan, guys like Jakim is guys that you really want. Patient, try to make these guys get wild as possible. Miss the strike zone. 3-1 the count, and that yet again misses, and Jakim does his part again and gets on base. See, this guy's gonna laugh all the way over there. And just for his brother, Jamar Sidegates, we hope to see you very soon, as he was in the SCW FDR football series for the Raiders, as that's a ground ball. Hall can't pick it up. Once again, Rashad Edwards being the Sonic killer so far. His 4th hit of the game. A ground ball and just turning the Sonic inside out. No matter the score, he's getting on base. Now we have runners at first and second with 1 out. Mike Kozisky, as you see Hall Jr. giving the respect to Rashad Edwards off that hit. 4 hits in this game. I've never seen a rookie do this good. So the Dragons trying to chip away at that lead yet again. Here we go. And Mike, oh my goodness, he dug down. He ducked and thought it was a ball and actually landed into the strike zone. 0-1. What a pitch. But that one missed. Hall Jr. has a couple pitches in his arsenal, but he's got to get a little bit more patient. Here we go. Ground ball right to Hall. He's going to take the out, throws to second, but the runner split up. The runner at first stays at first, and the runner from second advances to third. Hall Jr. trying to say about a double play. Hall Jr. trying to argue a double play. It's pretty stupid at this point. It's 2 outs. The Dragons trying to explain what happened.
I'm thinking that it would have been like 3 guys on base. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so now we have order in this game. We got Jakim 90 feet away.
Thank you for your correction. I was wrong.
Okay, so you fouled it. We got Jakim 90 feet away from making this a 10-6 game. Andrew up, trying to change the pace of this game. 2 outs. Wait, get that respectful. Andrew doing the best that he can. All these batters so far, Rashad being the aggressive hitter has worked. That's why you see 5 on the board for the Dragons. Runners split up at the corners. 1-1 or 1-1 count. 10-5. Swing and a drive. That's deep, and that's a fair ball. It gets down. It's rolling away. Ball trying to get it and makes the recovery. A run does score. And Andrew does his part. Now the Dragons are chipping away again, as it is now a 10-6 game. Jakim scoring from third. Rashad advancing the second.
Run score.
And the Sonic once again are the score says 10-6, but they are still in trouble.
Yeah, we have 5.
Aldinger has to be very careful what he throws here. Jakim Gates been walked a bunch of times now, and I think that's what the mindset is still going to be. If I was Jakim, I'd still do that. Or maybe not. It's strike 1. 1-1 the count. Jakim picking his spot. Pitch. That missed. So far we've seen Aldinger be able to at least hit the strike zone at certain points, but he's gotten a bit too wild in this game. We've seen that from Brian Ace on the Ultra Red Raiders last year, which had the Raiders start off in a very rough spot. So the Dragons right now, something like this is really helping their batters because they're getting more and more patient and they're getting more comfortable of just walking the base path. And with a hitter like Rashad Edwards right now, who's making his name known in this game, full count, who's making his name known, you really don't want Rashad Edwards up right now. Full count to Jakim Gates. Will this be another walk? Hopefully not. The pitch. Got him on strike 3 and finally puts away Jakim Gates. As Hall Jr.'s day will be done, undoubtedly, in a 10-6 game.
He grounded out.
So the Sonic running themselves in a bit of a corner as we go to top of the 4th inning and the 6th. Replacement pitcher. Oh, look who we got on the mound. We have Rashad Edwards, already great. Already great at the dish. Now throwing that first pitch missed.
Can't do that to your guys trying to relief.
Doing great in the batter's box. So now we're about to see how he's going to pitch.
TJ, what was I saying?
And twice.
But he's walking people.
And Mike is.
Dude, you hear tough love?
And Mike is arguing in the field.
I got confidence.
Mike is just going crazy out in the field right now. I don't understand what's going on with this. Kind of ruthless attitude right here. I got 1 strike off of that, but now it's 3-1. Scorpio up. 10-6 game, top of the 4th. And Rashad now busting out his Craig Krimble. The pitch. That's ball 4.
Dude, there's a difference between confidence and skills, TJ.
Oh my goodness. Mike is just.
If you don't feel that
Mike
confident,
is really letting him at it right now.
I would say, what if he walks everybody?
I won't repeat what he's saying, but this is. You can't really have an attitude like that in this game. You still have a chance in this game.
That's what I'm saying. It's just between confidence and
As Andrew's having a mound visit with Rashad, trying to get him focused to pitch.
I told you could stay in if you wanted.
And a 6 game. I guess right now it's a very nervous time right now for the Dragons because you don't want to give up more runs and make this, possibly way more than it needs to be, but you can't get frustrated in a game like this. There's still time. You still got 3 more innings to go. Actually, no, 2 more innings to go. You still have the 5th, and then you still have the 6th inning to go. I think they're trying to have, supposed to be Nick Coulter up. They're waiting on Nick to get into the batter's box. if you guys enjoy this presentation of SCW Sports, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have more games and more future content making your way for the SCW basketball series coming very, very soon to the SCW Sports channel.
Take your time.
As well as tune in very soon, as I will be returning back for the SCW Sports podcast very, very soon to talk about this very game. So tune in for that. The SCW Sports podcast channel, as Dragons Stolen Silk Mountain is it. Very scared time for the Dragons. But yeah, so if you do like this presentation of SCW Sports Football Classic and more SCW Sports content, please subscribe to this channel, as well as coming up soon, the SCW Sports Philly podcast coming back in 2021. As there will be all talk about these games and sometimes even having special guests of the varied players and captains and former players, some former players as well as fans for the SCW Sports Philly podcast. So tune in for that. Subscribe to that channel as well, as all of that information will be in the description of this very game. It's 3-0. Alright, first 10-6 game. That ball is all the way up to the moon, and Rashad is getting frustrated right now on the mound. Well, this is not. This is the first time you've ever had someone like him
You walked in the win and run the following year.
trying to throw from that far of a distance, trying to really pitch in the Wiffle Ball Classic.
TJ, right there.
Rashad Edwards trying to do the best that he can, and I think the strategy that the Dragons had, the Sonic are actually using that now. How about that? You would have never expected that, would you? Now Gangsta X is up. Runners at first and second. That pitch missed again. Next pitch. That missed also. 2-0.
I'm gonna pitch for him. I'm gonna pitch and you come
And now
back.
Mike is yet again.
A lot of pressure on him.
Mike now coming in for a mound visit. And I think we're going to have a pitching change here already in the top of the fourth inning.
He was hitting great.
And Mike is going to take over on the mound. So they're allowing for the deficit the way that it is for Mike to stay on the mound. So here we go. We're going to still see Mike here. Here we go. X pops that up. Mike looking for it. Can't make the play. Andrew chases it down. And now bases are loaded. Bases are now loaded for Thomas Hall Jr. Like I said earlier, we have never seen a grand slam in the Wiffle Ball Classic. Could we see that here? It's another opportunity for it. Here we go. First pitch. That's low. 1-0. Hall Jr. has already hit 2 home runs in this game, and if I was Mike, I'd be a little scared of that. Swing and a drive. Could that be over the line? It is caught. It is caught. Andrew makes the play. Andrew winning the third. He's gonna double off Scorpio, and it's a double play. An unassisted double play. I don't even think Scorp knows what the hell happened.
That ball was up there for 1,000 years.
Wasn't it?
1 out. That ball was up there for
What a shot. If that got down, that would have been the grandest of slams in the Wiffle Ball Classic, but it doesn't mean anything. It's a 10-6 game. It remains that way. And Scorp, I think Scorp is just finding out that it's freaking 2 outs. Scorpio had absolutely no idea what just happened. Scorpio ran from third to home too soon, and Andrew picks that apart. Sadly, no one can really see that. But Andrew gets the unassisted double play. Now ground ball. It hits the bucket. And Mike trying to make a play, but he can't do so. Now the bases are loaded again. And And the Dragons still find themselves in a tough spot. Now it's up to Nick Coulter. Nick Coulter has hit a home run today. Dead center field. Could we see him? He's already won every SCW Sports. He's already won every SCW Sports series in the league. So could he be the first one to hit a grand slam? The pitch at this ball too. You're a Sonic fan. You're really excited right now. But if you're on the Dragon side, I know you got to be very nervous right now. Swinging a drive. That's deep. That's not long enough. And Andrew makes the play on the warning track. As Nick Coulter giving a standing ovation to the great outfield work of Andrew Rohrbach. Baseball skills are really coming to work here in this game. As Andrew and the Dragons keep it to 10-6.
How much longer can you go? Because now you can stay in.
We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Now, are they going to keep Thomas Hall Jr. in? We're going to find out. As this game remains a 10-6 game. 2 chances at a grand slam, and neither guy could get it done. It's only Andrew that robbed them both. Going to the bottom of the fourth inning, the Sonic lead it.
No, shoot right. I'm coming with the colorblind.
Hey, you colorblind, all right, Big Mike.
I'll play first.
You like Santa's little helper from The Simpsons.
Hear me?
Like that.
You're going to be at first. I'll die at first. I know. You got to give me a shot, though. We need this.
Hey, you're getting water, getting gas.
All right, Big Mike.
Bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth inning. And Mike Kozisky goes. Ball 1 for first pitch. Thomas Hall Jr. staying on the mound after Mike Kozisky was able to pitch. So this will be the longest a starter has gone in the Wiffle Ball Classic. 1-1 count. That just hit the outside of the strike zone. 2-1. Actually, no, 1-2. I'm sorry. Mind of the pitch. That hits him.
That's the sixth time you hit me, dude.
Mike is once again going to argue this.
Wells.
Mike is getting more and more heated. This rivalry now is really starting to be a rivalry between the former Crimson Dragon players. Mike, the captain, and Thomas Hall Jr., the player in the FDR football series. So a little tension, a little rivalry starting here between both captains. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the strikes yet again. Now has been the Gold Glove Dragon outfielder, Andrew Rohrbach, to come.
Honestly, if it wasn't so money today.
Now the Sonic lead at 10-6, but Thomas Hall Jr. still has yet to really find that. He has yet to really find that balance with his pitches in this condition. That's a high fastball. High fastball, ball 1. Like I said, he is still looking to find that balance in his pitches, and so far he hasn't really found that in this game too much as of yet. It's been more so of a defensive game to save it for the Sonics. Getting a couple strikeouts, but still not reaching that even point, I would say. And the count now is at 1. Line up the pitch. Swing and a miss right down the middle. Right down Broad Street.
I'm playing with fire on that.
Count is even at 2. Hall has been able to get a couple strikeouts on Andrew so far in this game. Can he do so again? The pitch. That's inside. We're at another full count. Bottom of the fourth. 10-6. Line up the pitch. Swing. Popped up. It is playable. And Hall Jr. cannot make the play. He gets a face full of hat. Gets a face full of his cap and just misread that ball, and that's going to be an error. That's actually going to be an error on Hall Jr. And Andrew will be. I think they're going to score that as an error. Almost had it. I think just to his credit, the ball slips out, and all you can see is just gets a face full of a hat. And he's
That was
taking
great.
off the
Yeah.
hat.
I got it.
I think he thinks that the ball hit him in the head. I guess maybe that's why he took the hat off, or maybe it just felt like it blinded him. I don't know. Want to know the count. As Andrew is at first, the Dragons yet again in another spot to try to pick off the lead of the Sonics. So with how Hall Jr. is pitching right now, it's actually working to the Dragons' benefit to pick this off. Ground ball gets by Nick. Andrew's going to stay at second. No, he's going to go to third. Nick is going to try to play. The throw to the mound will stop Andrew from even advancing to home. And the runners will be at the quarters. So now a good contact hit by Jakim Gates. And now we have, I would say so far right now, being the Sonic Killer. Rashad Edwards making his statement here, really putting the pressure on the Sonics so far in this game. He already has 4 hits in this game, one being an inside the park home run. 10-6, the pitch. Swing and Rashad has so far, along with Andrew, has been very aggressive hitters. Been trying to catch the Sonic off guard so far in this game. If he sees one in the strike zone, he's going to put it on the ground and make it hard to play. That's a 1-1. Runners at the corners. Swing and a miss. Ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 10-6 game. The Sonic are trying to hold on to this league. And that got him. And that got him, and that got him bad. Ball 2. And Rashad's hurt. Rashad is hurt. Where did this get him? Oh, that got him right in the leg. That got him right inside the leg, almost near the groin. And you see, he is just limping right now. That's what you don't want. That's what you don't want in this league at all. The ball, I don't think was intentional. Dragons are really questioning Hall Jr. right now on the mound. Count is 2-2. I think they're going to reset the count for this injury timeout. As we watch this again, that's just a fastball that just got away. There's nothing you can. Rashad couldn't even get out the way of that.
Acting in theater runs in the family.
He had no chance. And now Hall Jr. is going to come to the side and check up on him. That is his nephew, so. Obviously didn't want to do that. People may speculate as the fact that it might be intentional, the fact that Rashad has gotten at least 4+ hits in this game. But you hate to see a rookie like that.
He's hit people 8 times today. 6
You're taking get literally the rug swept from under him. And I think they will reset the count for this injury timeout. Runners still at the corners with 1 out. And another one. This was this. Like I said, that's just the ball that just got away. Rashad couldn't even get out of the way of that. Now Andrew's next.
He's fucking limping. Nick had both his legs. You know he had 1 arm.
I don't know the first 10-6.
I got teaching control.
And right now, if you're a Dragons fan, this is really, this is not the good time. This is not a good time to have pitching players. He's gonna get a standing ovation. He's gonna get an ovation. Trying to get back in this game, trying to stay in this game. Rashad is going to continue. They're resetting the count for him. The pitch. Fouled it off. Trying to work out that leg now. He was hit right in the thigh. 0-1. Strike 2. And you can see that Hall Jr. is actually slowing up his pitches now. There we go, 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That got him, man. Down on strikes. Hall Jr. coming around again to check up on him.
And it sucks because we got no sub for him.
And Mike is right. They have no sub for him. So like I said, if you're a Dragons fan, you don't want no injuries right now. You have nobody on the bench. Rashad Edwards trying his best to stay in this game. As I guess now we know how fast Hall Jr. was throwing that ball.
You don't even know. Well, you don't even want to know what's going through my head right now after that.
I'll teach you control.
Now we have 2 outs. Mike Kozisky. First pitch. Swinging and a miss, strike 1. Now Hall Jr. really slowing up his pitches now. 0-1 count. Frozen in concentration. Pitch. Swing ground ball. That's playable. That's fair ball. Andrew's going to score. Mike is going to jog his way to first. And that's going to be Mike's first hit of the game. As runners advance, 1 run scored. And now the Dragons are only down by 3. Hall Jr. has already been wild in this game. So, you know, now he's pitching strikes just about, but now is he pitching them too well in the zone now? Here we go, the pitch. Swing, and Andrew was just aiming for out of Marconi, aiming all the way to FDR with that swing. 1-1. Now the count's 2. 2 on the count. There's that first and second. That's ball 3. 3-1, 10-7. Pitch. Swinging in full count again. 2 outs. Tying run at the plate. 10-7 in the pitch. Swing and a drive. Deep right field. That ball is gone. And that one ties it. And the Dragons get some payback for Rashad as they make up for it, and their first home run this season, the first home run for Andrew, and it is tied at 10. And Hall Jr. just walking to the side. I think, yeah, you knew that. As you see Scorpio running to the end of the earth trying to get that ball, it's already gone. There's not even a chance.
Yeah, you can't count. What comes after 2?
They're trying to outbound the starter. The game is tied once again. How about that?
It's 9-10.
The game is tied at 10. Bottom 4th. Now, Hall Jr. is just trying to get out of this situation. That's the second time they've given up a lead in this game by 5 runs.
What's the score? It's 10-10.
Jakim Gates. Now batting on the opposite side, I think. First pitch. That's inside ball 1. Dragons have done a very good job of picking apart the Sonic lead. That's foul.
Foul.
Oh man, imagine if that was playable. I'm on the count. Bottom of the 4th.
I think our team just started
That's
slow.
it. Right behind his back. Bottom of the 4th. Tied up at 10. That is foul.
Foul again.
2-2 even in the count. Jakim Gates trying to get another hit here and possibly give the Dragons a good opportunity, a very good opportunity. Now they're tied, so now they have to stay on the gas pedal and get a run in and take the lead. That's all they have to do here.
I saw it on his leg. I saw it on his leg.
Now with it being 10 up. Hall Jr. trying to get out the spot to pitch. That missed. Another full count. 3-2. I think Hall Jr. was looking for a ball and didn't get it. Full count pitch to Jakim. That missed again. And the leading runner leading run for the Dragons is on base. This is probably the most exciting time for the Dragons right now. Get on a hot start in game 1. And so far, their hot hitter, Rashad Edwards, is now up. Hopefully his leg won't affect him too much. As the Dragons look to possibly really get on the gas pedal here. Swing and a miss up high. Mike 1 with runner at first. 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing. Ground ball. Played to Nick. And he's going to take that as he knows and realizes the injury of Rashad Edwards and is going to take it right to first. And the Sonics do get out of it. Once again, I guess Hall Jr. really feeling sorry for that hit by pitch, realizing the situation. It is the end of the 4th inning as the Dragons tie it up once again, and they keep this game all knotted up, now tied at 10. We'll be back with game 1 after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the SCW Wiffle Ball Classic Game 1. We're in the top of the 5th inning of a 10-10 game. This game has been very even on as Rashad Edwards continues his pitching debut against the Sonic with Nick Coulter up. It has been a very back-and-forth game as this game has turned around with the relatives of Rashad Edwards and Thomas Hall Jr. on the bats, along with both teams having their own different strategies of contact hitters, like Nick Coulter just hit a dead center field bomb. That's ball 3. Trying to finally get a strike. And it's in the strike zone, strike 1. 3-1 the count. A 10-10 game, and Rashad is probably in one of the most toughest situations you could be in. Ground ball to third. Nick is going to cruise his way to first base. That's going to be a base runner. And you see Andrew running right towards the base pass towards Nick. Not trying to let him advance anywhere else. And that is going to be an infield single. As Rashad leaves another one in the strike zone. But that's what you need. You need somebody to pitch strikes. Hopefully they make a play. 10-10 game. Even here in the top of the 5th. And the pitch. And just the way out of strike. I don't know the count. With Nick on first. Swing, and he just, Tommy Long swings that. They're going to get the out at second, but X is going to cruise his way into first. The fielder's choice. So now it's another uncle and nephew battle with Thomas Hall Jr. making his way up to the plate. He has 2 home runs here today. Runner at first. One of these 2 teams needs to break this 10-10 tie.
Put a little bit more beef on that next time.
That's true.
Ball gets ready and set. Rashad lines him up in the pitch. That's high.
Yeah, get him.
1-0. Here Nick saying, don't swing at bad pitches. Let's throw. That's low.
Walk around if you can.
2-0 the count. Gang stacks at first. High ball. High ball 3. Swinging, that's hit well. That's not playable, and it's caught by Andrew. He's going to double off Gangsta X. And the Dragons get out of it. How about that? Terrific outfield play by Andrew Rohrbach. And he might have just given the Dragons a chance to take the lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rashad Edwards with those very tempting pitches, it gets the Sonics very aggressive, and the Dragons get out of it. We're tied up at 10 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the fifth inning coming up. Mike Kozisky about to come up back. Terrific outfield plays by Gold Glove worthy by Andrew for the Dragons, as the Dragons stay in this game and keep the Sonic at bay. Now Thomas Hall getting another chance to pitch after Mike Kozisky has been on the mound since the fourth inning. That one into the leg again, and Mike is...
I'm going to call my lawyer, okay? Wells, and Wells.
This rivalry is just getting heated between Mike and Thomas in this game. Pitch. 2-1. This has not been the best game that Hall Jr. has pitched, as it has been very difficult as well for Rashad Edwards. Well, that's another strike, he doesn't count it too. Falling behind 3-1 most of this game, so hopefully it doesn't result in that as this game continues on. That missed wide, 3-2. Another full count. Wind up in the pitch. Swing, that's foul tip. Mike stays alive. Wait, is it a foul tip or was that strike 3?
I'll see you in a minute at first base when I'm back up.
Oh, he missed. I thought that was a foul tip. I guess it hit the chair first, and Mike actually missed it.
Hey, you older. I'm 47. You're older me. You're like 51.
Oh, that's bad on my eyesight.
You older.
Strike 3 on the swing. Sonic have their first out off the bottom of the fifth. Here comes Andrew.
51.
Great baseball rookie mind coming into this game. Swing and miss a powerful strike 1. Couldn't keep up with that fastball. Won the count and the pitch. That hits him in the head.
Ron is noggin, dude. Not noggin.
Won the count.
10 people already. 10 people.
Sonic in the shadow right now.
That's a big crime team, man.
Wind up in the pitch. That gets away. Known as that 2-1. Bottom of the fifth inning. Big spot here for both teams. Andrew already hit 1 home run today. The pitch. At dips in the strike zone, we're even at 2. Every pitch counts here in this game right now. It's been tied at 5, tied at 10, and we're still tied at 10 as we get to the later portion of this game. 3-2 full count to Andrew. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on strike swinging. And Hall Jr. takes it down to 2 outs. Now it's Jakim Gates. Every pitch means everything here. Who would have thought a game like this would have gotten to this? But this is the 3rd ever series, so we have a lot of experienced players and we have a lot of rookies that are trying to make their name shine here in this 3rd season of the Wiffle Ball Classic. Want to know the count and the pitch. That missed inside. Jakim Gates. Thomas Hall Jr. even notified as one of the best seasons ever for Jakim Gates on the FDR football series. But this is new territory. This is a new type of sport for Jakim. Swing ground ball. That's playable. Nick throws it to the mound. He is out, and the Sonic gets out of it.
Let's do it.
The Sonic just barely get out of it. Great pitching by Hall Jr. Yeah, tempting pitches by Rashad Edwards. So both the uncle and the nephew get their teams out of it. But now we are heading to the 6th inning. This game remaining tied at 10. One team has to come through and get this game over. We're tied up at 10 as we enter the 6th inning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it all comes down to. Top of the 6th inning. Welcome back if you are just joining us. This is the SCW Football Classic Game 1 of the 2021 season, the 3rd annual SCW Football Classic. Rashad Edwards, newcomer, new rookie for the Crimson Dragons, been great swinging the bat. Kind of struggling here as this game continues on. Trying to get ready, trying to get set. 3-0 count. That just misses all the way to the Schuylkill River. Ball 4. Scorpio's on base with
I still would have hit it regardless.
Both teams are looking to get that one run. Just one run will put the other team right at the back of the wall. Sonic are trying to take their time. They're trying to make Rashad Edwards get wild, just like how the Dragons have been with Thomas Hall Jr. pitching, trying to work walks off of him. 1-0 the count on Nick Colton. Rashad lines it up and throws. That missed the ball too. We will see you all next game for Game 2 of the SCW Football Classic, as that will be at the home of the Sonic at the FDR Park. At the FDR Park baseball field will be the home ground for the Sonic in this series. Marconi Plaza working as the home field for the Dragons. 3-0 count. Scorpio on first. And the pitch. That missed ball 4. He's going to pass the baton on over. Gangsta now up to bat. Top 6. This has been a crazy game. The Sonic getting off to a great start, leading 5-0, but the Dragons have chipped it away. An inside the park home run by that very kid on the mound, Rashad Edwards, as that resulted in the game being tied. But the Sonic have been able to contribute on the bats with home runs by Nick Coulter and Thomas Hall Jr. So far, both teams have been trying to make the opposition pitcher get wild and work walks and maybe pitch it right in the strike zone, so that way they can steal it for either a home run or a good hit. Right now it is 3-1 the count, I believe. 53. Runners at first and second. That is ball 4. Now bases are loaded. This is the second opportunity that Thomas Hall Jr. has to hit a grand slam. He had one earlier, but Andrew, gold glove worthy, or should I say gold hands worthy in this game, stealing 2 home runs, 2 grand slam opportunities from Nick Coulter and Thomas Hall Jr. in this game. Tied at 10, the pitch. That's 2-0. Bases loaded. Tied at 10. That will miss the ball. 3-0 the count. Will Hall Jr. get aggressive here? He will not. Ball 4, that walks in a run. And at this very same park, the same thing that Hall Jr. did in 2019 is resulting for Rashad Edwards here in this game.
Oh, score's up. I'm sorry. Score's up. After the involving score.
Rashad Edwards says that will he continue or will they have a pitching change? I think they may have a pitching change here. 11-10 game. Scorpio up. They are going to have a pitching change here. 11-10. 11-10. They switch with Jakim Gates on the mound now. So now the Dragons have had 3 pitchers in this game.
We didn't do anything. I did that.
All one. Them inside. Bases loaded. 11-10. Sonic leads. The pitch. Spikes the ball. Also, so far, there are no outs. Right now, it's really working in the Sonic's favor right now. Pitch. That dips in the strike zone, strike one. 2-1 the count. Scorpio taking his time. I think Jakim needs to get a little bit more patient on the mound as well. Pitch. That miss. 3-1. You can't afford to walk in another run here if you're the Dragons. Bases loaded, 3-1 count. That missed ball 4, and he walks in another one. It is now 12-10. Like I said, the Sonic are taking their time and just waiting for the Dragons to pitch strikes now. So now that same strategy that the Dragons, that Jakim actually has been doing during this game, it's now working against him. Never would have thought you'd see that. They culture up. And the pitch. That goes right in the strike. Now maybe the Sonic may be getting some strikes here. 0-1 the count. Lined up in the pitch. Swinging that stop back. Nick just barely getting any contact there on that. Jakim trying to get the first out, maybe resulting in a double or triple play. The pitch. Got him on strike. Got him. Frozen. That's out number 1. Next act will be up. The Dragons finally get that first out in the inning. That's a very important out in this situation. They're looking for a double play here, if anything. Top of the 6th, 12-10. Hank stacks up. Jakim goes up and deals. Missed it. All 1 with 1 out. Pitch. Oh man, that hit him right in the thigh. Fastball that got away. 2-0. Top of the 6th, 12-10. Sonic lead it by 2. The pitch. That missed away again. And this is very nerve-wracking times right now. You can't be missing the strikes on this top of the inning. 12-10. The pitch. He spiked that one and walks in another run. That is 3 walks in a row that have resulted in a run. And now Thomas Hall Jr. is up again. This is going from bad to worse for the Dragons. You don't need this right now in this top of the inning. The Sonic are just taking their time. Sonic are just taking their time and trying to do what they can with this.
So many videos of it. Did you save these?
What?
Did you back anything up on here?
They're taking their time, barely swinging the bat.
No, you told me I had everything. You told me I had enough space.
13-10. Bases loaded. 1 out.
I have another phone, so stop that.
All the Sonic players have not had to swing the bat much.
We are ready.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Nick is right now the only one that's gone down on strikes. 1 out, bases loaded. Could break this game up right here. 2 runs to go into a mercy rule inning, but if it's hit any better, it could result in catastrophic results for the Dragons. All 1 that 1 missed. Second pitch by Jakim. It's bunted. Ball's gonna run. Run! Score. And ball got a late start. The ball's bobbled. 2 runs are gonna come to score, and the Sonic are gonna make it a mercy rule inning.
What the hell? Is he out?
A bunt single, and whether they got the out or not,
We had 13.
it's off or not.
No, that's fine.
That is a mercy rule inning. 15-10.
That's it.
That's it. So that's mercy rule.
And the Sonic
what
got the
happened, man?
insurance runs that they needed.
How you like that punt? Weren't paying attention.
I didn't see that though. I didn't see that.
You should have been paying attention to the freaking play.
Some miscommunication happened there at first base. I don't know how ball got a late start. And I don't think he was tagged out or they even stepped on the bag.
You have to pay attention to that, man.
But even if they did, it's off or not.
I learned from the best about that bunt. I learned from the best about that. But just gotta.
It is still
This is like right? It says
15
like
to 10. The Sonic get the insurance runs that they needed. And the only thing that the Dragons can do now is either tie the game or somehow get a walk-off. They need 5 runs to do that. They need 6 runs to do that. This game is going to come down to the bottom of the 6th inning. Will we have our first ever extra innings game? We'll find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the bottom of the 6th inning. We are back. Oh my goodness, what a disrespectful throw that was. Look at Rashad Edwards Rashad was trying to get ready, and then he threw the ball right back at Nick. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning of a 15 to 10 game. I can't believe how high scoring this game has been. Wind up in the pitch. Swing and a miss on the first one. This will, I believe, the first time that Nick Culture will ever have to save a game in the Wiffle Ball Classic. But it's more than 3 runs, so he wouldn't get the save. But I believe he would get the win for the Sonic in this game. On him in the 6th inning. 0-2 the count. Nick trying to finish this off. Get that first out. The pitch. Nav leads the way. 1-2. Fastball low. 1-2 count. At misses as well. 2-2. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chased it off. Trying to send that to the moon and had no chance at that. 1 out. And I know the Dragon fans right now in the live chat are getting more and more scared as this inning continues on.
Hey, he scored a couple runs, T. They had a good thing.
Got Mike Kozisky up. There's no time limit, so there's still a chance for the Dragons. The pitch. Oh my, wow! Top zone, and it came back and hit the strike zone, strike 1. And he did it again! Strike 2. I can't believe it.
Maybe you'll fix it.
0-2 the count. That miss.
Come on, Nick.
1-2 knuckle curveballs Nick is pitching right now. The 1-2. That got him on strikes. And for probably, I believe, the 5th time in this game, Mike has been down on strikes. And now the Dragons are really up against it. They're really up against the wall now. Andrew up at the plate. The rookie that's been hyped up for weeks. 15 to 10, the first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Sonic are 2 strikes away from picking up their first victory in franchise history. The pitch. That's low. 1-1. Swing and a drive. That's fair. That's not a home run. It's a fair ball. Gangsta X recovers it. Throws it to Hall. Hall's going to cut off Andrew. And that'll be it. Oh, Andrew messing around on the bag. And Hall Jr. trying to keep him at bay. Trying to keep him at second. But the Dragons have a leadoff rally here. 2-out double by Andrew. Jakim Gates is up next. Take the pitch. That gets the strike zone, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Sonic fans wait in anticipation for the pitch. And inside, but caught the strike zone. I don't think it hit Jakim first. 0-2 to count. Swinging that ball's in play, and Hall Jr. cuts it off. Andrew's coming home. The throw is going to the mound in time to stop the runner.
Dead ball, go back to third. How about that play? How about that play, man?
Hall Jr. cuts down Andrew Rohrbach going around third to stop the runner from going home. Keeps the game at 15-10. What a play. Almost just got out of here. Just lands fair on the warning track. And an outfield assist by Hall Jr. to Nick Coulter. And the chemistry between these two guys works to perfection to stop the runner.
I can't do it, Nick. Do this, Nick.
So now it's Rashad Edwards.
I'll do it for you.
The best, in my opinion, the best hitter on the Dragons so far in this game. Last time he made an infield single into an inside the park home run. The pitch. Swinging at the fair. It is bobbled by Hall Jr. He tries to pass. Jakim jumped over the ball. Jakim jumped over the ball. 2 runs are going to come in to score. Rashad goes in the second. He's safe.
Yep.
Jakim jumped over the wall. 2 runs come in to score. And the Dragons are now only down by 3.
It's 15.
How many more highlights are we going to get in this game? 15-12. The Dragons are still in this. If you're a Dragons fan, you gotta love the fight. They may have a chance to tie this game and take this into the first ever extra inning SCW Sports Football Classic game. And what a debut for Rashad Edwards. Rashad Edwards and Andrew Rohrbach. Andrew, the gold hand plays. Rashad with these crazy hits. That's the second time he's done an RBI. First an inside the park home run and now a double. Bottom of the 6th, 15-12. Swing and a miss, strike 1. If you're a Dragons fan right now, you hope for a miracle. The pitch, strike 2. 0-2 the count to Crimson. The Mike Kozisky. The Sonic are 1 out away from taking the victory.
Come on, Nick.
The 0-2 pitch by Nick Coulter. That missed away. Rashad on second. Tying run on deck. And the pitch. And that missed ball 2. Oh no, that missed ball 2 is supposed, it could have been strike 3. Didn't get the call. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. That's hit high to first. And makes the play, and the Sonics win the ball game. Gangsta X with a catch from first. Stops the 2-out rally, and the Sonic win it 15-12. What a game 1. The Sonic have done it and picked up their first victory in franchise history. As you see for the ball, the freaking ball is picked up Nick Coulter. The winning pitcher today is Nick Coulter. After getting the win.
You good job, not me. You did something. Well,
everybody was
like, I was no serious.
Losing pitcher today is Mike Kozisky as the Dragons tried their best to keep this game.
Good game.
Guy like
Trying
Hazz.
to keep this game at best.
He's ready.
To the best.
This rookie. One hell of a rookie right here. This can't go unnoticed. One hell of a rookie right here.
Very proud of him. Well
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. You all good?
Come on. Motivation for Rashad Edwards as the Sonics do win it by a final score of 15-12. We will see you next time at FDR Park for Game 2 of the SCW Football Classic Game 1. This has been Thomas Animated signing off. We will see you next time for Game 2. where the Sonic
I don't
happens to
care. I make the last down. You
Dragons
fucking ass.
look to get even in the series. We'll see you then for another presentation of SCW Sports. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.
Just one. That's still one.
I got you.
No more. You first, CJ.
Me first?
Rock last band, CJ. They do.
Sorry, I'm not going to stand in the mud.
Oh, well, why does TJ get to go first? Me?
Because you're an athlete. And you're the head of the company, right?
Head of the company?
Yeah, because you're an athlete.
The captain. Captain.
You go first.
Captain.
All right, well, we've just wrapped up game 1 of the series, and the Sonic took the victory. So let's talk to the captain. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. This game was a little bit more what I expected. Some of it I did expect, but I think until like at least the 4th and 6th inning, it definitely got very, very, very clutch when it needed to. And I was a little scared. I can definitely say, because I know a lot of people probably are feeling pretty upset about what happened. I think it was either in the 4th or the 5th inning with the hit by pitch. I will be honest, that threw me off my game for a second. And Andrew hitting that home run, I kind of felt like, yeah, they got that. So overall with this game, I think my team played excellent. I think they played to how I exactly expected them to be. But I really have to give a lot to my nephew, who is 11 years old, and surprisingly, not only the youngest SCW Sports players, but ended up getting a couple hits, took a hit by pitch, and still somehow stayed in the game for as long as he could. So I really got to give a lot of shouts to him. And you know, I told him before, let's see if you can really play with men. I think he proved that to me. I think he really did prove that to me. So
Indeed.
it was one heck of a game.
Let's talk to the man who made the game-winning catch.
The Raiders always come through.
Well, what can I say? A returning 3-time SCW champion. I can say that I actually did better than my first series here in the SCW Football Sports Series. But that game-winning catch, I couldn't let my team down. Not when we were this close to winning. Pop fly right up in there. It was academic. I couldn't not just stand there and catch it.
What about the guy running toward you? You weren't worried about that?
No, not at all. I've taken big hits by plenty of bigger dudes, so even if I caught it, he knocked me over, the game still would have been over.
You are consistently reliable. Thank you. All right, let's wrap this up and talk to the youngest player ever to play any SCW sport. You did a great job.
You didn't just play.
Yeah, you really did great.
Yeah, I know that. It's just these shoes. That was a big call because I know for sure that it's gonna be a big trouble when I get home about these shoes because these are the only shoes I have. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, the shoes can be washed, but are you okay?
Yeah.
You're not hurt?
It just have things like here, side of the wall, and then right here, like my big toe hurt because whenever I was running, me and TJ ended up bumping into each other, and he ended up accidentally stepping on my foot. So that actually,
Yeah.
That still hurts.
Well, we'll just have to try to be a little more careful next game. We don't want to see you get hurt, but you did great. Good job. Okay, Paul, what are you thinking?
I loved it today, but this is only the beginning. I'm going to try in the next 2 weeks my batting and my pitching. Pitching's all right, but I got to work on my batting. I'm glad I got this opportunity to championship and dedicate for my dad. And that is a proud son to be right there. That's all I'm thankful for.
Excellent.
I still got plenty to accomplish left, but I don't know where the future holds for me. But I'm ready for whatever it throws at me in the future. I'll gladly accept it. That's it. There's not much in this world we can do because never know what time to tell. That's all there is. And I'm thankful for that. I'm in good health. I'm going to keep it that way and better, improve myself and better and better. That's all I want to do. And that's it. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Any thoughts, Scorp? Any thoughts on the game?
On the game, it was a nice game. I wish the weather was a little better, but unfortunately it wasn't. My team did their thing out here. I'm happy to be back with my guys. And I'm looking forward to winning this chip again. You know, 3-time champ.
At least.
You didn't really celebrate with us last year. You weren't on the field for wiffle ball. So
I wasn't on the field for wiffle ball, but I definitely did celebrate.
I remember that. Yeah, that was out of his hands. He was out of commission. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely it's going. Especially because now I'm actually in the game for the last game, so hopefully no more stumping on nails in my foot. And yeah. I'm happy we came out today. I'm happy we got through the game. I wasn't expecting it to go the way it did, but everybody did their job, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, you did great. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Children out here, Nick. Shirt on.
Come on, young lady. Ask your question.
Just give me your thoughts. I'm sure you have many.
So many thoughts. Try to start with. This is a new era of SCW sports. We knew the rookies were going to play a big part in this series. Even I didn't think they were going to play this big a part. I mean, from Andrew Rohrbach to Big Paul to Jakim, Rashad, Hood, everybody played a big part in this game. And they will continue to, I'm sure.
Okay. Would you say that the weather made an impact on this game? How it was played?
Yeah. The weather always makes an impact.
Do you think the outcome would have been different, say, if the sun had been out like it is now for the entire game?
No, because both sides play. Both sides deal with the weather conditions. So there were a couple plays where, we had to run a little slower because of the mud. Probably the same thing for them.
Well, after seeing how the rookies played this game, does it change your strategy going into game 2? Or do you think we'll change TJ's strategy, rather?
It's hard to speculate on TJ's strategy. Even I don't really know what's going through his head on the
Would it change your strategy if you were the captain?
I think you definitely got to pay a lot of thought to how you pitch Andrew. I think he really emerged so much hype, and he lived up to it. This is what it's all about. We're trying to bring all the best players from the city. Doesn't matter where you come from. Doesn't matter what your history is. You come here, you get a fresh start, clean slate. If you can play, then you belong here.
Okay. Any closing thoughts?
I'm just so grateful to be out here playing baseball with some great guys. Win or lose, I'm always grateful to be playing this sport. Yeah. Brings back some memories and things like that. Especially with guys like me and TJ right here. This is so special for us because we remember this game being played as youngsters with our dad, taking us to the game and throwing us pitches, and so it adds a specialness, about this sport to us. So I know it's something I think about. I know it's something he thinks about, and I know his dad is watching him every time he's pitching, and he's proud of him, I'm sure. He wants to see him win that championship. But his dad was a Philly sports fan, and if you're a Philly sports fan, you don't have an easy road. So naturally, he wasn't going to give TJ an easy road. He's going to have to earn it through a lot of losses. TJ could have quit, all that. This is where he's meant to be. You know what? I think